South, they were very good on technology. On their phones, they made fantastic little videos on awareness, whatever, on the pandemic, and that could have been properly used by the states. That it wasn't properly done. There wasn't any Sangathan. There's no togetherness. I think music, theatre do have organizations, but for puppetry, there isn't something like that. In education system, there is not much opportunity. Again, when I found that the puppeteers, again in Delhi or in some of the urban places where job employment, as you said, when they go to a school to teach, okay, who have you worked with, all this starts, background, your biodata, but they do not have, obviously there's no school or nothing, so that card maybe helps, and that would give some opportunity to many of them. Technique and knowledge and enthusiasm is there, but there is still some push on some platform that is needed. I also think that we should not always separate that this is traditional, this is modern, this is art or performing arts has a fine line, and you can say good or bad or whatever, but sometimes keeping them in a box, you think that because you're urban, you're modern, and because you're living in some interior part, you're traditional, which is not very nice. I think these are some of the points that I think exposure is very important, very important. Ishara runs an international puppet festival, 21 years, without one drop of sponsorship every year, just sale on ticket sales and on schools, shows being bought. I wish, because here come from all over the world different types of techniques, technology, production, both traditional and modern. And if the puppeteers in India, we don't have the possibility of inviting them. If the academies or something can even pay them their travel and their stay, they would get to see things that are happening. And that exposure is needed because you don't have a school. So these are some of the things. Many of them are slightly double-edged. This whole the of conserving. I remember Kamala Devi, Kapila Vatsan. It's a double-edged thing, conserving. But Puran Bhatt will say, I'm doing traditional work, but it's not what my great-grandfather or grandfather did. So if I just stuck to that, I would be in a museum. So each artist puts in their own thing to bring the art alive, or why do you like one dancer or another, how they interpret music. This is something, and very often our grant givers get very tight on this. Yes, good art in Bollywood or whatever you wanted to say, but the artist wants to create. And in the creation, whether it's modern or traditional, there will be some things that go ahead and some things might get lost, but this is for each person to decide how they want to deal with it. Thank you.